Nonito Donaire versus Alejandro Santiago, 12-round fight for the vacant WBC bantamweight title. And I think this is going to be a very good fight, an interesting fight. Let's get into it. Let's start with Nonito Donaire. 42 wins, 7 losses, 28 wins by way of knockout. Donaire has been in the ring with some of the best in division for quite some time. Multiple division champion, fought great opponents. He's probably seen every style throughout his 49 fights throughout his career. He's been in the ring with Guillermo Rigondeaux, Nicholas Walters, Jesse Magdaleno, Carl Frampton, and of course, Naoya Inoue twice. He knows what it is like to fight in high pressure situations. He knows what it's like to fight against the tops in the sport. And experience plays a big role, but those experience over time, those fights, those wars that you have been in, those also add up and does take a toll on you as well. And so I have a question. The question for me is, how much more does he have left? He's 40 years old now, and he's coming off a loss to someone who many people consider is a top 3 pound for pound fighter, if not number 1, but a loss is a loss, and he lost in a devastating fashion. In the first fight, he fought a great fight when he fought Inoue. He touched him up. I think broke his orbital and another bone, right? He did some damage to him. Even though he lost the fight, he showed great heart and put on a good, solid performance. In the second fight, it was a much different story, right? Donaire changed a few things. He was coming forward a little bit quicker, using feints, level changes a lot earlier. But in the first round, there was a sequence where Donaire came forward, swung with the right hand. Inoue saw it coming, took a step back and pushed through and looped that left hand very quickly. And to me, I was just like, wait a minute, like, yo, you didn't, I thought it was pretty clear that that's what Inoue was trying to do, but Donaire didn't react to it, right? And he got clipped. And I felt like, to me, it just looked like he was starting to slow down a little bit and becoming a little bit predictable with what he was going to do. It just looked like he was starting to slow down in the ring. He got caught in the first round before the bell ring with a shot that dropped him, and that almost closed out the show. But in the next round, man, Inoue just overwhelmed him, and you could see that the speed and the power of Inoue was just starting to become too much. Donaire was playing with fire because he didn't try to get out the way. He was just standing right in the pocket, trying to trade shots, standing close to the fire. He got too close to the fire, and he got burnt, and he got stopped in that fight. And after a loss like that, when you get knocked out, it just kind of makes you question, man, like, what more do I have left? And how am I going to recover from that loss? And all of these things that comes into play just makes you leave with different question, because Inoue did not allow him to find his groove or find his rhythm. And he took advantage of that. I have a lot of respect for Donaire, so I'm interested to see how he is going to come back after that loss and what he has left at the age of 40. But let's talk about his opponent, Alejandro Santiago. 23 wins, 3 losses, 5 draws, and 14 wins by way of knockout. Santiago was a good, solid boxer, man. He lost his first 2 fights early in his career to guys that I'm sure he would beat now and even stop them now, right? And I think he got the short end of a stick a few times in his career so far. You can argue that he beat Gary Antonio Russell a few years back in a close fight, right? He fought Antonio Neves back in 2016 for the first time and got a draw against him. I thought he won the first fight as well, too. And you could make arguments when he fought German Ancajas and Jose Mercado that he did enough to win those fights as well. He's fought some good, solid opponents and has given great fights against those opponents. I think he's boxing at an elite level right now. He's fighting his best fights right now. He's a good body puncher, a good inside fighter, right? Makes pretty good adjustments and isn't afraid to take a risk. He's going to come forward, but he's not going to come forward recklessly, right? He'll change levels to show different looks. He's going to try to get to you and fight his fight. He's going to apply the pressure and make you react to him, make you act out of character so he can counter you and capitalize off your mistakes. When he fought Russell, who was a good outside boxer and has good solid pop to him, Santiago got through with his flurries of shots and took away the outside from Gary Russell and just limited, right? He fought confidently as the fight went on, and a fight that I thought he honestly won that fight, but that's me. Let me know your thoughts of that fight. In his most recent fight against Antonio Neves, man, in that rematch, a guy who he got a draw with a few years back, this time around, he was able to get the win. Neves' corner stopped the fight after the 7th round, so it's clear that Santiago has gotten much better and continues to improve. Every time a fight doesn't go his way, he seems to be improving and kind of fix what he needs to, at least to me. So I think this is a very good opportunity for him to continue his career and his winning ways. And a win against Nonito Donaire, that would get him into some more big fights. So who wins? Look, as much as I like Nonito Donaire and I respect what he's been able to do, I'm going with Santiago to win this fight by decision. I didn't see the same Nonito Donaire in his last fight, right? He looked like he was slightly missing a step speed-wise. And as you age, the power will more than likely be there, but the speed will drop. And I think Santiago is a guy who's looking to engage. He's got a great chin, and he's going to throw a lot of punches with care and not reckless abandonment, right? So he's going to be accurate, he's going to throw flurries, and he's going to find a way to get on the inside and not put himself in harm's way, but also the experience of Nonito Donaire and the power that he has might be able to get the respect of Santiago and make it a much different fight. But I think Santiago will do enough to get the win. I think his speed and his youth will play to his advantage in this fight. What are your thoughts on this fight? Who do you have winning this one? Let me know in the comment section below. If you would like to support the channel, there's a couple ways you can do so. You can like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you would like to support by way of donation, you can find options in the description below. Also, my Cash App handle will be on screen as well. Any amount goes towards the growth of this channel and will be greatly, greatly appreciated. We got a membership section going on the channel. I don't always get to do all of the suggestive videos you guys suggest in the comment section below, but if you become a member, those suggestive videos rise to the top, and I will do my best to get those done for you. Or if you would like to become a member just to support the channel, that would be greatly appreciated as well. Shout out to everybody holding down the membership section. Shout out to everybody that continues to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate each of you. So with all that being said, if you've been watching the video this long, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, and we'll definitely see you next time.